Justin Bieber is reportedly not reacting well after new photos of Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi started going viral online. What began as simple dating rumors is now turning into a much bigger celebrity drama. In April 2026, Justin Bieber made his return. Coachella 2026 was Bieber's first major public performance since his 2022 tour came to an end. This is something of a live performance comeback after several turbulent years, including health issues that forced him to cancel a 2022 tour. The buildup had been massive. What could have been a quiet 2025 for Bieber turned out to be anything but, thanks to a double dose of surprise album drops, with Swag and Swag 2 coming out within 2 months of each other. Swag, his 7th studio album released in July, debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. It also produced hits including the viral Daisies and Yukon and scored 4 Grammy nods for the singer. So when Coachella rolled around, expectations were through the roof. Performing live again since his last tour, the Justice World Tour in 2022, Bieber had broken multiple records in merchandise and ticket sales, earning the title of the highest-paid Coachella performer in history by raking in over $10 million for his headlining sets. During the first weekend of the Coachella Festival, Bieber performed his first set on the main stage, with around 125,000 people in attendance and 100 million people tuning in online. The performance itself was unconventional, to say the least. On the Coachella main stage, Bieber opted to stand solo without dancers or a band, while dressed in a relaxed outfit, an oversized hoodie from his own budding clothing line, Skylark jean shorts, and black low-waist boots, for a decidedly unadorned performance on a minimalist stage design that resembled a giant circular sofa. No pyrotechnics, no choreography. Justin Bieber played a striking 34-song set on Coachella's opening weekend. The event was quickly dubbed Bieberchella across social media. His appearance led to the festival being dubbed Bieberchella by countless social media users, and in many ways reignited Bieber fever. Streaming numbers soared. Bieber enjoyed his biggest streaming day of 2026 so far on April 12th, with 24.6 million US streams according to Luminate data, a 54% increase from the previous day. And then came the part of the weekend that had nothing to do with music. Among the A-list crowd watching Bieber's headlining performance was one particular guest. Among the celebrities and stars watching his headlining performance was Elordi, who was seen fully locked into the set, singing along and wearing a swag hat, nodding to Bieber's latest era. Jacob Elordi was there. Kendall Jenner was there. Nearby, cameras and live streams caught Timothée Chalamet with Kylie Jenner, adding even more star power to an already packed moment. The Jenner sisters had shown up in full force for Bieberchella, but it was what happened after the lights went down that set social media ablaze. According to Doug Moy and other unverified reports circulating online, Elordi and Kendall were seen getting close at a Justin Bieber after-party later that night. Some accounts even claimed the two were kissing, though those claims remain unconfirmed. The gossip account received multiple tips that same night, and the story took on a life of its own almost instantly. Gossip blog Du Moi even claimed multiple sources reported Kendall and Jacob were locking lips at Justin's after-party. Now here's where it gets interesting. This was Justin Bieber's own after-party. The two celebrities allegedly cozied up with each other at an after-party hosted by Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber during the star-studded festival. His event, his night, his comeback, and the headline the next morning was not about his 34-song set or his $10 million paycheck. It was about Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi hooking up at his party. While the set itself made noise, what happened after is what really set social media off. Justin Bieber had been out of the spotlight for years. He came back with one of the most talked about festival performances in recent memory. And the story that dominated the news cycle was a makeout session happening behind the scenes at his own party. For a man who has spent over a decade navigating the relationship between his personal life and the Kardashian-Jenner family, this situation had layers that most people did not initially see. To understand why this story carries weight, you need to know that Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner have a history that stretches back more than a decade. Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner's connection has long teased the tabloids with romantic tension and fashion-forward flair. In September 2014, the duo fueled speculation when they were spotted dining together in Paris. The two were dressed elegantly, driving through the city in a Rolls-Royce, and enjoying what seemed like an intimate evening at Ferdy restaurant. That dinner in Paris would become the center of a major scandal. According to In Touch Weekly, Selena Gomez was already under the impression that Jenner and Bieber were seeing one another long before fans caught on to the initial rumor. Gomez and Bieber were in a very public on and off again relationship for many years. In October 2014, the news outlet claimed that the Hands to Myself hitmaker didn't like the cozy friendship Bieber shared with the model, because the two would allegedly arrange secret get-togethers behind her back, and this was during the time Gomez was still dating the Biebs. It got worse. To make matters worse, Bieber and Jenner enjoyed trips around the world together, such as that one time they hit up Ferdy restaurant in Paris, France, while Gomez was left in the dark about their meetup despite having flown out to the City of Love with her former beau. The fallout was severe. In 2014, tensions flared between Justin and Selena when she reportedly discovered flirtatious texts and photos from Kylie Jenner on Justin Bieber's phone, which allegedly strained their friendship and prompted Selena to unfollow both Kylie and Kendall on Instagram. The following year, the speculation only intensified. Months later, the pair took their chemistry to the pages of Vogue, appearing together in the April 2015 issue's Hollywood's New Brat Pack, shoot by Mario Testino, where they exchanged cozy, stylish looks, fanning the flames of romance rumors. In 2015, the pair were seen at Coachella getting cozy as they enjoyed several music sets together. And then again in December 2016, Justin and Kendall were seen dining together in Park City, Utah. When pressed about it, both sides gave careful answers. Kendall has consistently downplayed any romantic implications, telling Nightline in November 2014 that Justin was just a longtime friend of her family. Kendall has time and again insisted that reports of anything more than them being friends should not be taken seriously. But Justin himself told a different story, or at least a more ambiguous one. By November 2015, Bieber casually hinted that there may have been something going on with Jenner after all. The Yummy singer gave an in-depth interview to Billboard about what he looks for in a woman, leading the reporter to state, he says it was never serious with Kendall Jenner. The phrase never serious implies that they'd once been together. Never serious is not the same as never happened, and that distinction has followed both of them for years. Eventually, Justin married Hailey Baldwin, who happens to be one of Kendall Jenner's closest friends. Today, Justin Bieber is happily married to Hailey Bieber, a longtime friend of Kendall Jenner. The two models have been close for years, often seen vacationing together and attending fashion events side by side. Despite past rumors linking Kendall and Justin, the trio maintains a friendly and drama-free dynamic. In fact, Kendall has continued to support the couple publicly, and all three have been spotted hanging out, proving that whatever history may have existed, it's friendship that's lasted. So picture this: Justin Bieber, who had an ambiguous past with Kendall Jenner, who is now married to Kendall's best friend, who is deeply embedded in the Kardashian-Jenner world. He throws the biggest party of his comeback weekend, and at that party, Kendall and Jacob Elordi reportedly cannot keep their hands off each other. The connections here are tangled, intricate, and impossible to ignore. The Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi rumors did not appear out of thin air at Coachella. The foundation had been quietly building for months. Though Kendall and Jacob, who have been friendly for years, are only just facing rumors, their friendship has blossomed into something more. Multiple reports have suggested the relationship between the model and Euphoria star had turned romantic months ago. Their social circles had overlapped for a long time. In fact, Jacob reportedly secured an invitation to Kendall's birthday party back in 2022. The first real spark that caught public attention came in March 2026. They began raising eyebrows in March after they were photographed together at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. Fans were quick to point back to a previous encounter at the 2026 Vanity Fair Oscars party in March, where the two were reportedly seen deep in conversation. Both of them were single. Kendall Jenner was most recently linked to musician Bad Bunny, a relationship that reportedly ended in late 2023. Since then, the model has spoken about entering a me era, focusing on her personal growth as she approached her 30th birthday. On Jacob's side, Jacob Elordi has not been in a relationship since his split from Olivia J. Giannoli, the influencer, in October 2025. Then there was the Kylie factor. According to insiders, this pairing did not happen entirely organically. One source claimed Kylie is the alpha sister and pushed Kenny to start a romance with Jacob because she wanted to set up double dates with Timothy. She thought it would be fun if she and Timothy and Kenny and Jacob all hung out together. Kylie Jenner, who has been dating Timothée Chalamet since 2023, reportedly saw the potential and played matchmaker. Sources said Kylie was around Jacob a lot during her boyfriend Timothée Chalamet's award season marathon, because Jacob was nominated for Frankenstein and Timothée was nominated for another film. So when Coachella came around, the two were already more than strangers at a festival. Sources indicated they had been together for a couple of months already. They were an item as far back as early February, so it's been a while. It helps that they have both been in Los Angeles a lot for the past couple of months. It has really given them time to bond. After the Coachella bombshell, sources painted a picture of a relationship that was deliberately casual. Onlookers reportedly saw Jenner and Elordi making out and all over each other. However, the source claimed Kendall Jenner had zero interest in taking it further. The source said people ask why she doesn't date Jacob. It added that she says it would ruin their situationship. Still, the source claimed she has a great time whenever they are together. One insider was even more blunt. One insider said hooking up with Jacob is fun for Kendall. The source added, she doesn't take him seriously at all. The framing was consistent, a no strings, no labels connection between two attractive, newly single people running in the same Hollywood circles. But all of that measured, careful casualness was about to crumble under the weight of TMZ photographs. Fast forward to May 2026, and the situation escalated dramatically. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi enjoyed what looked like a very private beach hang in Hawaii over the weekend, according to a photo obtained by TMZ. This was no longer whispered gossip from a dark Coachella afterparty. This was evidence captured in broad daylight on a Hawaiian beach. In the snap, Kendall is seen lounging in a bikini while holding what appears to be a bottle of rosé as she sits beside Jacob Elordi on the sand. Jacob kept things casual in blue shorts and a green baseball cap, with the two appearing completely focused on each other. The setup looked far more intimate than your typical celebrity beach scene. A surfboard-style table sat in front of them while they relax oceanside, and there didn't appear to be anyone else around as the pair enjoyed the quiet tropical setting together. The details of the trip painted an increasingly vivid picture. As per the photos, the rumored couple were at the Nourish Hanalei on the island of Kauai, Hawaii. Another photo was from the family-run farm, and Kendall Jenner was seen walking around the property. During the trip, they were seen staying at the North Shore Preserve Resort and sipping coffee and shopping at the wine shop. According to Digmoy, fans who encountered the pair during the trip described them as so cute together. A separate post from the social media account claimed Jenner and Elordi spent several days in Kauai before returning to Los Angeles. This was no random encounter. This was a vacation, together on a secluded Hawaiian island, days away from the public eye, until the camera found them, and then the story took yet another turn. After returning from Hawaii, Jacob Elordi, Timothée Chalamet, Kendall Jenner, and Kylie Jenner were all spotted on what appeared to be a double date in Los Angeles. The very scenario that Kylie had reportedly engineered was now playing out in public. The two sisters, their respective partners, all together in LA, like it was the most natural thing in the world. For a woman who once told Vogue Australia that a lot of things are very special and very sacred, like my friends and relationships, and I personally think that bringing things into the public makes everything so much messier. Kendall was certainly allowing this one to unfold in plain sight, and the timeline of sightings, Coachella in April, Hawaii in May, a double date in LA, suggested a trajectory that was moving in one clear direction, no matter what insiders said about situationships or keeping things casual. Meanwhile, the internet was doing what the internet does. Fans dissected every photo, every outing, every alleged insider quote. The narrative had shifted from "are they" to "when will they confirm it?" And in the middle of all this swirling speculation, there was one conspicuous silence. Justin Bieber had not said a word. Justin Bieber, throughout 2025 and into 2026, has been in a peculiar place in the public eye. Justin Bieber is trying to quiet down public concern over him. The One Less Lonely Girl singer's increasingly cryptic and erratic behavior on social media have consistently raised eyebrows over the last few months. As well as a head-turning performance with SZA, things escalated after he had a somewhat snide reaction in a since-edited post to his wife Hailey Bieber's first US Vogue cover. From divorce speculation and claims that he's in financial distress, which his team has denied, to cryptic social media posts and speculation that he's using drugs, which again, his reps have denied, it's safe to say that people have been a little concerned about how Justin is doing. The worry became so widespread that global pop star Justin Bieber became the subject of public attention in 2026. After fans expressed concern about his recent appearance and reduced public activity, Social media discussions intensified as supporters shared messages of care and support for the singer. When a meme account posted a screenshot of a grandpa texting about being worried about Justin, Bieber commented, "Worry about yourself, Gramps." The response, brief as it was, revealed a man frustrated with the amount of scrutiny being directed his way. And now, layer onto all of that the fact that Kendall Jenner, someone he has a complicated, ambiguous decade-long history with, is publicly parading a new romance that literally started at his own party. A party he threw during the biggest professional comeback of his career. Here's what makes the going off narrative so compelling to people. It is not that Justin has made some explosive public statement. It is the tension created by the context. Justin Bieber has been openly agitated on social media for months. He has been pushing back against public concern. He has been editing Instagram posts and making cryptic statements. After Bieber wrote a post on his verified Instagram in which he said he felt unworthy of his life, a representative for the singer said not only was he doing well, but he was undergoing a transformative year. And then the woman who was once rumored to be his romantic interest, who is his wife's best friend, who was at his historic Coachella comeback, who was reportedly making out with another man at his afterparty, shows up on TMZ in a bikini on a beach in Hawaii with that same man, and then goes on a double date with her sister and Timothée Chalamet. And the whole internet is talking about it. The going off is not necessarily a single outburst. It is the accumulation of months of social media behavior from a man who has been navigating public life, personal struggles, complicated friendships, and now this a very public display of romance connected to his own world. Kendall never dated Justin Bieber, but they were around each other enough that some people speculated they were. That sentence from E! News might be the most precise summary of why this story resonates. The line between friend and something more has always been blurry with these two, and watching Kendall move so publicly into a new chapter with someone else, someone who was introduced into this narrative at Justin's own party, creates a story that the internet was always going to run with. Moreover, Kendall has been besties with Hailey Bieber for ages, and she's been known to double date with the married couple when she has a +1 in her life. So it is entirely possible that Kendall and Jacob's next double date will be with Justin and Hailey. That is the kind of complicated, intertwined Hollywood reality that makes these situations so fascinating to watch from the outside. Whether Justin Bieber has genuinely gone off about seeing Kendall Jenner with Jacob Elordi, or whether the internet has simply connected the dots of his recent behavior and projected a narrative onto it, one thing remains clear. The people involved in this story are all linked together in ways that make clean boundaries nearly impossible. Justin Bieber threw the party where the romance began. Hailey Bieber is Kendall's closest friend. Kylie Jenner reportedly set the whole thing up. Jacob Elordi was singing along to Justin's music in a swag hat before he ended up with Justin's former rumored flame. No one has confirmed that Justin Bieber is upset. No one has confirmed that he cares. But the internet doesn't need confirmation, it needs context. And there is more than enough of that to go around.